Hey guys, it's Alexandra from On Rockwood Lane. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this letter C with perler beads. It measures about 2.5 inches wide by 3 5/8 inches tall. I'm using a square grid here, the type that has the puzzle pieces so you can interlock them. And this measures 5 3/4 inches wide. I also have tweezers here. And I'm going to be using this purple color. You'll need 117 beads. You're also going to need an iron and some parchment paper to fuse it together. I have a chart for this letter if you'd like to follow along. I'll go ahead and link it in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start on the inner left bottom corner of this square here. I'm going to work 13 vertical beads. I'm going to go to this last one that I placed and go diagonally up to the right. I'll place another diagonally up to the right. And we'll do one more up to the right. That's going to give us 4 diagonally there. I'm going to work to the right now, and I'll have 7 horizontal beads there. And now we're going to copy this left side that we did on the right. We're going to go to that last bead, diagonally down to the right, and place another bead. We'll go diagonally down again to the right and place another bead. And one more there. Diagonally down to the right will give us 4 beads there. And including this last one I just placed, I would like to have 3 vertically there. I'm going to place one to the left of where I just worked. And then my next bead is going to be diagonally up to the left from the last bead. And I'll place another one diagonally up to the left. Including this last bead, I'm going to move horizontally to the left and have 6 beads. And now I'm going to place one diagonally down to the left from that last bead. And I'll do one more diagonally down to the left. There's 3 diagonally there. And I'm going to go down to the bottom now. We're going to mimic what we just did on the top. So from that very first bead that we placed, we're going to have 4 diagonally downward to the right. Then including that last bead, moving horizontal to the right, we're going to have 7 beads. And now moving up to the right at a diagonal, we're going to have 4 beads there in total. And you'll see that this last bead matches up with the top right side as well. From this last bead, we're going to move up vertically and have 3 beads there. Then I'm going to place a bead to the left of where I just worked. Then I will move down to the left diagonally there, and diagonally down to the left again and place another bead. And moving horizontally to the left, we're going to have 6 beads, including that last one. And then we're going to move up to the left and place a bead diagonally there. And then one more up to the left again. And you'll see that this bead lines up with the top left side there. And now we're just going to fill in that space vertically there. And the outline is now done, so we just need to fill in around the top there, the left side, and around the bottom. And there's the last bead. Our letter C is done. Next step is going to be to grab some parchment paper and iron it. Alright, so when I do the ironing, I like to do it on my washing machine. I have this mat that I put down when I iron. It has magnets there so it sticks. I know it's not going to fall off. And it's a good surface to iron on. I have the plastic grid here with my letter and some parchment paper. The side that's the most waxy, I'm going to put it face down on top of my letter. And you can reuse the same piece of parchment paper over and over again, so it's not a big investment there. My iron has 1 through 6 on it, depending on the type of fabric that you're ironing. The instructions for perler beads say medium heat. I did try it at medium level and it was taking way too long to fuse my beads and then they were fusing unevenly, so I actually just put it up at the max level, which is 6, and it works within the time that it's supposed to. It's about 15 to 20 seconds. So I have the parchment paper there, and I'm just going to place my iron on and work in a circular motion. Make sure that as you're working, you get the corners and the edges, because those sometimes take a little bit longer to fuse together. And then you'll be able to check it by just moving your parchment paper. It should peel right up. If you have any beads that are sticking to your parchment paper, carefully put it back down and iron over that section again. Once you've peeled back your paper and you're satisfied with the fusing here, then you'll want to flip it over. Be careful when grabbing the letter because it's going to be very warm, so either let it sit for a moment so it can cool off and then you can pick it up, or I just take my grid and flip it over. And then you can put the grid on the side, and you're going to fuse the back the same exact way that you did the front. So you'll just take your parchment paper, place it over it, and iron in that circular motion again. This is super important to have a surface that is okay to be ironed on. In about 15 to 20 seconds of ironing, you'll be able to go ahead and peel up your paper, and the back side will be fused together as well. Be careful when touching it because it's still going to be warm or hot. So you might want to just let it cool for a moment before you flip it back over and move it to wherever you're going to let it cool. And if there's any spots that you're not happy with the way they look, or you want them to be a little bit more fused together, then just place your parchment paper back on top and iron it a little bit more in that section. Just be careful because the longer that you iron it, the smaller the holes are going to close up. It doesn't take very long for it to cool down, and then as it cools, it becomes more sturdy. So you can actually use it in projects or string it up if you want to use it as an ornament or maybe a name tag for a gift. And now we have a finished letter C. You'll find the chart for this linked in the description box below. Please smash that like button and hit subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.